The question I asked myself when I saw the topic is, where were you? Who walked you into that thing that you are in? And if you're walking away, where are you walking away to? Are you seeing this? So you
Yes.
should channel who convince you to walk into it. And if you're walking out of it, where are you walking to?
Hello, everyone. This is your girl, Ajayi Afolashade Grace. And I welcome you all to another beautiful episode of this program. So today we'll be discussing a very crucial topic that says when to walk away. When to walk away. Are you in a toxic relationship, or you feel like giving up, you don't know what to do, or you are in the center of confusion? You're thinking of what will people say if I leave that relationship? Relax. Today, we are going to tell you when you should walk away. So we have a special guest that will be shedding more light on the topic that says when to walk away. So welcome on board with me, the Oluwaseans. You're welcome, ma'am. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very
All right,
much,
thank you
ma'am.
so much.
Thank you, Miss Grace.
Thank you so much. I think I'd like to call you Afolashade, like that travel name.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for having us on board. We are so much grateful. It's a privilege, actually.
Yeah.
Thank you,
All
sir.
right, I think
Thank
my
you.
wife will go first, so I come by. Just like they say in ladies first. All right, so let's give her the floor.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Good evening, special Miss Afolashade. Yes, it's a privilege to be here. And my name is Mrs. Oluwaseun, and our name, like you said initially, is the Oluwaseans. And it is important to know that marriage, relationship, courtship, all of the sheep have to do with different individuals coming together to make something work out. You know, in Christendom, let me channel it to our kind of belief, you understand? We would focus on Christian courtship, you understand? So that we would know the context at which this question is coming about. I'm sure you'll be giving us questions while we are answering. So I'm just trying to lay the basics foundation on, around the topic. Directly,
Yes,
I would
ma'am.
not say this is the time to walk away. But the first thing I would like all our viewers to know is that the will of God is for us to be happy. The will of God is for us to have peace. The will of God is for us to always seek His peace at every moment of our life. So I thank my husband for giving me the privilege to do the starting of this talk.
All right, that was a good introduction. Just like you said, in the context, we have to understand what one can stay in or what one can endure in marriage isn't to be compared to when one is in a relationship. So just as the question comes, we'll be treating it that in marriage and also in relationship. Okay, when to walk away. All right, what to walk away in marriage, what to walk away doing in relationship. So I think we'll just allow over to you, ma. So allow your question comes in, so we don't just take over the floor.
Okay. I will actually want you to take over the floor. Like, you can just shed more light on that topic. Tell us what we need to know. You can start on the relationship aspect, what we need to know, what you should do when you want to enter the relationship. What stage will it get to that you feel like, no, I can't continue anymore, I have to stop? So
Okay. Usually, like she said it's a ship. And then you understand that a ship is a form of a transport system that takes people from one place to a destination. So that means that before you board a ship, you ought to have a destination. So without a destination, you shouldn't board the ship at the first sight. And then when you board the ship, you don't board it alone. Usually, aside from one who is paddling, which is God in this context, and then you usually have to board the ship with somebody. Without somebody, it's not a ship because you'll be alone. So it's be lonely. You understand? So a ship is someone that is a thing, actually, a car that takes people alongside. And then a ship ought to have a destination because you board it from somewhere. So when to walk away, for instance, one shouldn't go into, like I said, let me see my ship. You can't go to the ship, you can't board the ship without knowing when you are going to.
Exactly.
So possibly you're on the way, and then you remember you're not supposed to be in this ship. There must be something that must have happened. Possibly you've undergone some certain things, okay, that is giving you, like, normally call it red flag. you see some certain things that looks as if I get to my destination with this kind of cargo,
or you might not even get to your destination.
or I might not even get there. Possibly the storms, aside from the water that is rising the ship, okay, the pilot complain the likes of it. So the pilot will even tell you, possibly you could see the sailor can see some certain things around and say, Kai, the way people are doing in this ship, I don't think we will land well. So the thing is that the sailor always know if its carrier will get to his destination, because he is the one piloting this thing. He know how heavy or how light it is. But in the context, a lot of us doesn't even listen to the pilot or to the sailor. Sorry, a lot of person just turn deaf ear to the sailor, not knowing that the sailor already know. While on the motion, he knows if this ship will actually land us well, or if the activities that is actually going on in this ship will not take us anywhere. So before one go into a relationship, into a ship, like we said in our context, you ought to know where it's taking you to, and then understand if the person you are in with, your border, your co-border, if the person can also go the same destination with you.
Yeah.
If such a person is not going, then it's a different thing.
Exactly. Okay. Yes. Let's use a practical example. By God's grace, we are a year plus marriage already. Yes. Personally, I've always been concerned about marriage, because marriage is not a joke. I've been praying for marriage since I was 15-year-old. It was so intentional because of the kind of marriages I've seen around me. I've seen so many persons entered marriage, and at the end of the day, career stop, spiritual life end. It's kind of toxic. So I told my parents, I'm not getting married. I told them I'm not getting married. I was just going to serve the Lord. That it's better to. But along the line, while praying, I made lots of mistakes. Do you know why I made those mistakes? Because I was ahead of God. So the foundation I will lay before I got to my husband, now by His grace, it was through prayer. There were several reasons to turn back in the courtship. Several reasons, which I might be highlighting some if time permits. Yes, there were several reasons to turn back, but because the foundation was God, and God was giving me a reason to stay, that was why I stayed. So my basic scripture is Psalm chapter 1 verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stand in the ways of sinner, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. This is the foundation. Sorry, our baby is joining us in this video. Yes, it's important that you lay the foundation, that you must not walk in the ways of sinner. You must not sit in the seat of the scornful. You have to be with a child of God. If it's not a child of God, who do you report situation to? There are times that things happen in the marriage that I will just go back to God. I say, God, you told me to marry your son. And before you know it, my husband is come to tell me sorry for what happened. I did not tell him anything. So there was somebody I went back to because of the foundation. So it's important. We should not be equally yoked to unbeliever. Before you ask such a question, when to walk away, the question I asked myself when I saw the topic is, where were you? Who walked you into that thing that you are in? And if you are walking away, where are you walking away to? Are you seeing this? So you should channel who convinced you to walk into it. And if you are walking out of it, where are you walking to? You understand?
All right, to take it further, you see, one of the reasons why we do not have persons, why we do not have so much stable relationships, simply because they have a faulty foundation.
Exactly.
Now let's come to what the foundation is. The foundation is what carries a building.
Mm-hmm.
The foundation usually is not seen. Okay, the glory of the foundation is the building on it. A lot of persons see a beautiful buildings, but they can't really tell what the foundation is. But then the foundation is what is carrying the building. No matter how beautiful a building is, the foundation ought to be very, very erect. I don't even get it. Exactly. So foundation is key. Yes. Foundation is that thing that is so silent, beneath the ground, not seen, but is the actual focus. So that person focus on the roof, how glittering it is, the building, okay? But we don't look at the foundation.
Which is not
so if anything, it's not seen, it's always quiet. Mm-hmm. So that's why every marriages you see, every relationship you will see has a foundation. Happen to people, or that happen to life itself. Number one, the waters, the wind. The reason why a foundation needs to be very sure and strong is simply because these two things will actually test, we test such a building or such a company. Now, the foundation, for instance, has to undergo waters. The water will come in so high volume that ought to shake it away. Need to reposition, okay, reposition that building for where it is. Okay, to where it wants it. That is life itself now.
Exactly.
You know, life happened. So now life
Yes.
is it. The two things happening about life is the waters and also the wind. So the waters now, we want to reposition the building where he wants it to be. Let's use it for life. And then the wind too will come and blow to test on if it can withstand. So it is until when your foundation can undergo the waters, the wind,
Even the
okay,
fire.
even the fire, the last one now. Okay, that is what we could call it. You know, you could know that if this was actually built, you know, that's why he said that in a solid rock. Either I said his own foundation is always like a stone. A wise builder will always build on a stone.
On a rock, yeah.
On a rock per se,
Yeah.
okay, not on the sand.
Yes.
So lot of relationship we see these days is being built on a sure foundation, just
Wrong
on the sand.
foundation.
Simply because sometimes basically on the look, like I told, the roof, that could be finance. That is the focus. Okay, and then the building, how beautiful that could be. Maybe possibly the person's how do you call it now?
Oligolistic.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to go. What do I call it now? The person's how can we spice it up now? Let's say the person's the packaging, the influence he or she has. Okay, and then we forget that purpose is the foundation. The reason why you come together is to solve a problem. You see, marriage does not happen accidentally. If God is bringing two people together, it simply means that there's a problem already that is ongoing. There's already an existing problem that God is bringing two people to bring a solution to.
Yeah.
So when you come and then you are the problem yourself, you see, that's what we have these days. We have so many people coming together, problems, okay, being problem queue, and then we have issues with them. So we do not have a stable foundation because there's no pre-plan. We don't know where we are going to. We bother the train that don't have a destination, and then on the long run, looks as if the train is no longer moving, we want to run out.
And if you run, you don't even know where you're going to.
So if you run, we run out of it. I don't know if you get what we're saying.
Are we
Yes,
together?
sir.
Are we still together?
Yes,
So,
we
in
are
addition-
together.
Oh, Mama. We are sorry about this, please.
No problem.
Maybe I should just hold on.
Okay.
So all right, so foundation is actually key. Foundation is just let me say the basic thing one needs to undergo or sit through. Okay, and then the Bible says if the foundation be faulty, what can the builder
What can the righteous
Yeah.
do?
what can the righteous do? I'm just trying to prove it now. What are the righteous do if okay we have a faulty
Yeah.
foundation already
As a builder, so what
as a
will you
builder?
do?
So now the thing is in the foundation we could have termites. You know what termite does is to destroy. Now termite is a very little insignificant being that lives, but can actually cause a lot of calamity. And you will not know the extent in which a termite has gone until you sit at the brain. That is the problem we have. So a lot of persons wait. The little termite comes in, do some little destruction, no focus, no eyesight on the termite, but until you start sitting on the beam, they will not want to work on it.
Yeah.
So the reason why we do not allow a termite is simply because we have to make sure we use a good block, which is building with Christ. So let me allow her. Okay.
Let's not forget why I was so concerned about marriage, because I know that the devil waits for children of God at every junction. And you see, the junction of marriage, courtship, is one aspect that the devil is so much intentional about. Not just because of the people involved, because of your seed. Because the Bible said his seed will bruise the head of the serpent. The devil is intentional about that. So who you sow or where you sow determine your destination. So please, single sister, single brother out there, while we are laying all of this foundation, instead of talking about walking away, before you say walk away, it means you're already in a wrong relationship. The idea of walking away simply means you've made a mistake, either in courtship or in marriage. There is no perfect marriage out there. You would, if you leave one and say, oh, because this brother is this, let me marry. Oh, that papa is so spiritual, I will say yes. You will go to the papa, and at the end of the day, you might not be able to manage his lapses. But if the Lord is guiding you to your decision, because if I ask you now that, do God choose a partner for you? So many persons will say yes, but no. God will not say, this is a partner. Only the person died. It doesn't mean you will be single for life. God will not choose a partner for you. He guides you to choose a partner. So in the Bible in the book of Mark 4:3, you talk about different foundation, but it's only one foundation that yields seed. That's the parable of the sower, right? It was only the last foundation that yielded fruits. This is simply to say that some relationships are barren. So I'm already answering the question when to walk away. Some relationships are barren. It means they would not yield any fruit. Probably you did not even seek the face of God before going into it. Thank God it's still on the level of relationship. You can quit before it's too late. You can quit relationship that before you say yes, you were burning for the Lord. You were doing things for the Lord passionately, and now you are in the relationship, and all of a sudden everything is down. Mama, you know that it is time to go back and seek the face of God.
All right. All right.
let me
quickly talk on. Let me quickly talk on 3 P's in relationship or in marriage. All right. First of all, number one is peace. Okay, peace, and then we have passion, and then we talk about progress. Now, when you talk about passion, that's to do with your being. Why are you here? Okay, the question of why you are here on earth really matters. So why are you here? Okay, so quickly, when you talk about peace, it's not something you could how do I call it now? You could exchange for anything. You shouldn't exchange your peace for anything on earth. There's nothing you are living for when you have no peace. Okay, so now the second thing is passion. You can't be in a relationship. Okay, let me go back to the peace. You can't be in a relationship and then you feel that your peace is being taken away. There's no peace with this person. When there's no peace, you can't make progress. When there's no peace, you can't fit in purpose. Okay, that's the fourth P. You can't fit in purpose. And the reason why we live, the reason why we exist. So for you to survive beyond just living, you need to exist. And then for you to exist, you need to fill in the volume of purpose. If a man is not living for his purpose, such a man might just be wasting his time on earth. Of course, we all know that we didn't just come here to make money. No. We've come to actually, fill a vacuum, which is purpose. So we are here for a mission. We are in here for a mission, and then the mission is actually time-bound. That is why a relationship whereby they are not being fulfilled, the purpose is being derailed. We've seen some persons that got married, and then after their wedding, some days before their wedding, and after the marriage, that was the end of them. We never see them any longer. All the lady could do is just bearing children, and that is not her purpose. She could no longer write. She has books upstairs that she wanted writing, but because now marriage has comes in, so the demand of marriage, simply because she didn't come in contact with somebody that has same vision with her. So when you mismatch the vision, you cannot make progress. She sings. That is her passion. That is her purpose on earth. But now marriage has comes in. So marriage has been like a great stronghold to so many persons. And marriage has been a place of progress for so many persons. All is actually lying on how it started. So when you do not even know your purpose of why you survive, and you go into marriage is so wide. So marriage is actually a setup whereby the way you use it, the way you position it, actually work for you like that. So when you come into it without a single purpose, when you come into it without there's no forehand, you don't have any visions, there's nothing, no sights. The guy that you're going with does not know where he's taking you to, because he doesn't even know where he's going to. And then you, the lady, you come into the same ship with him, and then you don't know where you are going to. So you just be there, you think maybe just the fulfillment is giving birth to children, maybe go for escort and the last. No, it's not entertainment. Marriage is beyond entertainment. So it's a purpose. Remember that Jesus was the one that first of all do the first one. He joined them. That shows that it's actually we have passion for it. So very importantly, when peace, when progress, when purpose, when passion are missing, that is a strong sign, that indicates something very, very important.
Exactly. Please,
thank you very much.
So any question?
Time is fast spent. Ma?
Yeah, time.
Feel free to ask. Okay, there's no time. Okay.
What do you say, Ma?
I said feel free to ask any question.
Okay. I wanted to ask the signs. Like, what are the signs you see when you are in a wrong relationship? Since you said that relationships that lack purpose, that lack vision, you can also say it's a wrong relationship, right?
Okay, exactly. Yeah. And another thing is, God hates the wicked. You understand? If you're in a relationship where it's life-threatening, it's not wisdom to stay. It's not wisdom to stay at all because God hates the wicked. Yes. Even in a marriage, the basic is that God hates divorce. So, but you can stay separated and pray for the Lord to reunite you. Because staying there and hoping and hiding everything because maybe you're this spiritual sister, you don't want people to feel, at the end of the day, look at the kind of marriage you end up in. My dear, it's your life. You need to stay alive.
Right.
So if it's not fine, step aside and hope. Step aside does not mean divorce. Separate, stay away from danger, and hope that the Lord will unite you.
All right, let me do a little closure with this. And the Bible says the heart of a man is what is continually what is desperately wicked continually. Who can know it, right? Yeah. So it is not for a man to marry with his Adamic nature.
Exactly.
A man who is yet to be redefined don't have nothing to do with marriage. Because when you cannot conquer a home, you have nothing to do out there. That's the truth. So a man that is not that is not defined, okay, that hasn't met Calvary, that nothing has been dealt with, doesn't have business with marriage. Okay. So marriage is not, you are not fit because you have money. No, man. You are not fit because you have a job to do or you have a job you are doing. No. So it's only a man that is redefined. Such a man is actually was separated from wickedness. That man can keep a being that was taken away from him. That's really a man I can consider. Okay, so a lot of us are making mistakes seeing a man that has a job and then we think such a man is prepared for marriage. No, he's not being prepared. His heart is the first thing that is because job, finance, money, wealth can happen to anybody. Even a monster can get wealthy. Of course, within the generation, wealth is not much so a big deal. Anybody can get wealthy. So we have few men that are redefined. So before a woman or a lady can pick a choice, a partner that will run that will run forever with, such a man needs to be redefined. And all this thing comes with objectives, comes with signs and everything.
Sorry, please, there's this.
How many minutes?
All of this you've said, not mention solution.
3 minutes.
Let me just end with few solutions, either in relationship or in marriage now. So stay rooted. Please stay rooted. Love covereth all sin. If you love me, you'll pray for me when you see that I'm falling. Forgive easily. No man is perfect. No man is perfect. Don't keep talking about my flaws. Don't keep talking about my errors. See to how I can grow. The word of God heal. The Bible says in the book of Proverbs 15 verse 1, it says soft word. Sometimes he's always shouting at me. No. See you're wrong, accept you're wrong. And the most important, when the Lord says step out, run for your life. If the Lord is saying you should leave that relationship. And in marriage, you have to pray for him to heal your own. Thank you very much, ma.
Thank you. I wanted to ask a question, but our time is well spent. I guess that will be for another day. I wanted to ask, is love for marriage?
Is love what? Oh, okay.
So time will not permit.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much. All right. I think let me just give
you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So you've heard from our guest who's talking to us on things we need to know when you need to walk away. One, they talked about you having a right foundation with God. Your relationship should be based on God, not just with flesh, like God. So once you have a deep relationship or a very rooted relationship with God, it's very easy for you to make a right partner. Exactly. So your relationship should be found, like it should be rooted in God. And just talk about peace. Peace is very important in a relationship. Relationship whereby there is no peace, I don't know what you're looking for. Peace is important. Your purpose needs to align with each other. Your purpose needs to align. And you need to run away from life-threatening relationship. If you see that your life is at stake, you need to run away. Thank you very much. We are really grateful. And we hope to see you next time. Thank you.
Right. Thank you. Nice having you too. We're grateful.
Yes, bye. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.